Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mel here. In today's video, I am going to do a really fun, full coverage, full glam New Year's Eve look, and I'm going to try out a bunch of new products that I have gotten recently and want to try them out with you guys. So, if you like these kinds of videos, make sure to hit subscribe down below. I do all things beauty and I generally upload every week. So, if you want to see me do a little glam, then let's get into it. Like my Christmas video, I bought a few things, did some for Christmas, now I got some for New Year's. I am just falling back in love with full coverage makeup and I'm so excited. I think because my skin is finally not super dry anymore and I don't have a lot of peeling just because I changed a lot of my acne medications around. So I feel like I can do a full coverage and feel comfortable. And I'm just loving the smooth, flawless skin. I got a few blush lip products, a new concealer brush. Got this, which I'm super excited. It's the Urban Decay Moon Dust Little Quad. And then I don't know if I'm going to use this because I do have a few other lip products that I want to try out. So just some fun things to try out with you guys. Let's just get into it. I'm going to go in with this Milani Supercharged Under Eye Tint in the shade Pink Rose. I like doing this for my under eyes. I have pretty dark circles. So this just gives me more brightness and coverage without having to cake on a lot of concealer because I do have very dry under eyes. It's a very thin formula, so it does not affect any of your makeup, which is nice. Usually I go in with like a hydrating grippy primer, but I think I'm gonna try to go for a really flawless base. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. liquid Poreless Putty primer. I got this year and I actually really like it because even though it's like a pore filling primer, it does have a good hydrating feeling to it without it being too like slippy or like silky feeling. Sometimes there's like weird mattifying or pore filling primers that are like silky velvety feel I don't really love, but this does have like a good amount of like hydration to it that it doesn't feel too weird on the skin. Now I have two base options for you guys that I have been loving this year. The Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint is amazing. I consider this more foundation. And then a newer product for me is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. But I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay. Just been really loving this. I love the package. No mess. No mess is giving this an A+ because I hate messy packaging. I'm going to be doing a full review and wear test on this foundation soon, so stay tuned for that, subscribe, but I just like applying it with this foundation brush, which I've been loving. This is one of the It brushes from Ulta and it's number 115. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys, this is in number 13, light medium cool olive. Okay, I'm gonna apply a cream bronzer and a cream blush real quick. Been loving these. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss in number 110, Hey Honey. And then this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Cream Blush in Rose and Brunch. And then my favorite thing for full coverage right now, and just like a smooth base, is this duo. The Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer and her Easy Bake Loose Powder. I feel like this just gives me such a smooth base on top of everything. I have the concealer in Cotton Candy and then the Easy Bake Powder in Cupcake. But before we do that, I wanted to show I got a concealer brush. This is the Makeup by Mario F5 Cosmetic Brush. I do love my Tarte concealer brush. I love it. It blends out concealer amazing and it's like a triangle, so it's great. Sometimes I just find it to be a little too big to get into my inner corner. So I wanted to find like a really good smaller brush. This had pretty good reviews. It's definitely like half the size, which is nice. It has an angle so it fits so nicely under the eye and it feels really soft with still a good amount of density. Let's apply the concealer and try out this brush. Ooh. Oh man. I see why I got really good reviews. I've tried like 1 or 2 things from Makeup by Mario and I wasn't really impressed. So I was kind of leery about trying another product, but this is amazing. I love the precision. It blends out concealer so well. Nothing is pilling or separating. I love this brush. I love how I can blend out concealer where I want and it's just not like going all over the place. Really enjoyed that. I'm going to finish the rest of my face with some more concealer and then powdering with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. Alright guys, I am really impressed by this brush. If you like precision with your concealer, you will love this. I did go back in with my other brush just when I have a larger area to cover. I don't want to be using this and taking 20 minutes to blend out one big area. So this is great for smaller areas under the eyes and maybe some blemish areas, but I do recommend maybe getting a concealer brush maybe a little bigger, maybe having 2, just so you have some flexibility and save some time with the bigger one. So I'm sorry, I thought I had another blush to try out, but turns out I just have lots of lip products. So sorry about that. I don't have too many complexion products, but I do have some fun eye stuff to try out. So I'm quickly just gonna add some powder finishing products and then we'll move on to the eyes and lips. While my eyebrow gel is drying down before I go in with a little more product in my brows, I love to use this for my eyeshadow. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is an Eden, so this is more of like the mattifying long-lasting base. So if you have oily eyelids, this is amazing. Your eyeshadow will not crease. And it's pretty pigmented, so I just literally use a dot. And you will see that little dot will blend out so much and cover your whole eyelid. I like to use my finger for this because the warmth from your finger kind of just melts it down even better. And I make sure to really get it into where my eye naturally creases to make sure that's all covered to prevent any creasing. Next new product is this Urban Decay Moon Dust Quad. I've never tried the Urban Decay Space Cowboy. I have the ColourPop one that's supposed to be like a dupe, so I've never thought to like buy it, but I saw they have the little quad one that comes with 3 other colors. So it's actually Space Cowboy Rides Again, which I think is supposed to be like a 2.0 version. A-List Energy, Sparkle Hour, and Lunar Lit. I love putting sparkle on my eyelid. It's just one of my favorite things. So here it is. I did dip my finger in these already. Sorry about that. Ooh, they look so pretty. So you got 2 pinky shades, like a gold bronzy shade, and then you have your silvery neutral Space Cowboy one. Actually, I'll swatch them all on my hand for you guys. Might be hard to tell with my lights being so bright, but the top one is the Space Cowboy. So this one definitely has the most finely milled sparkles. The next one is the lighter pink in the palette. This is the darker orangey pink. And then this is the bronze. So I kind of swipe them. I think the glitter is so finely milled that when you tap it on your eye, I think it will definitely give that very pretty, finely milled sparkle effect. To be honest, let me show you something. I think ColourPop, their single pod eyeshadows, what are they? Super Shock Shadows are a really, really good affordable alternative. Ritz is my favorite one by them. It's definitely a dupe for Space Cowboy. Let me just swipe them side by side. Obviously this is the 2.0 Space Cowboy, but it's gonna give like a very similar effect, where it has that very neutral undertone with the sparkle glitters in them. Let me just swipe them and see. Yeah, very similar. The top one is ColourPop one and the bottom one is the Space Cowboy, so very, very similar. So if you don't want to spend that kind of money, definitely check out the ColourPop ones. They have all different colors, and I think they're great formulas and they're super affordable. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little eyeshadow look using my Natasha Denona I Need a New palette. Love this palette, and I want to go for pinky, sparkly look for New Year's. Something very soft, feminine, but gives that beautiful sparkle color. I just think it would be really pretty for a night out. So that's what I'm going to dive into, and then I'm going to play around with some of these on top. Before I do that, I'm actually going to use a new lip product real quick. My lips feel really dry, so while I'm doing my eyeshadows, I'm going to put a lip product on. This is from Milani. I haven't tried these, but I've seen them trending. There are their Fruit Fetish lip oils, and I got the shade 130 Raspberry Peach. So let's try this out. Okay, Big Dofa. Love Big Dofas like that. Ooh, smells really good. Really nice texture. It's a fruity smell, but it's kind of like nostalgic for me for when I was a little girl and playing around with like makeup, but not in a bad way. Kind of reminds me of like the lip smackers. You know how they had all different like scents and flavors. I thought this would be a little more pigmented for how bright it is in the tube, but it's a really nice gloss, and I like the formula. It's not too sticky, it's not too slippy, it's very comfortable when I talk. It's not like glopped all over. That was really nice. All right, I'm gonna let that marinate on my lips while we do this eyeshadow. Alright guys, we are a glitter disco ball, but I absolutely love it. I love this. Like, I love that the colored ones you could swipe and get like color pigment, like this pinky one with like the golden undertone as like an eyeshadow is stunning. I love that there's some color pigment underneath these three with the sparkle, and then I tapped the lighter pink sparkle on top, and it's finely melded and very beautiful, just like the Space Cowboy. And I used the bright, beautiful Space Cowboy on the inner corner of the eye. I love this. You probably don't even have to do an eyeshadow look if you just want to like swipe a light wash of glitter or a light wash of color onto your eyelids. It is just stunning, and I think it's gonna be so beautiful in different lighting situations, and I just really, really, really love this. And I definitely love the colors in this. This is definitely my vibe. And if you wanted to take it one step further for New Year's Eve and you wanted a little bit of glitter on your cheeks. Let's try putting the Space Cowboy and lightly tapping it on the cheeks. Okay. Maybe I should have tapped more off. Maybe I went a little too much, but that's pretty. It's okay. It's New Year's Eve. We can glitter as much as we want. All right, our base is looking good. Do I need some highlight? Might just add a little bit of highlight. These are so good. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. I've been obsessed with this for a very long time. It's very much of icy pink, and I think it will go great with this look. We're just gonna put a little. With a very fluffy brush, so it's not like in your face. And always down the middle of the nose. Now we can spray our face using my trusty dusty. Although now that my skin isn't so dry, I might try a different kind of setting spray just because this can leave me sometimes too glowy. Like, it definitely takes away the powder feel, but sometimes it can leave me a little too glowy where I want a little more mattification. Now we're gonna add some mascara. I'm gonna go in with, I know this is travel size, but I love this mascara. I wanna get the full size. This is Ilia's Limitless Lash Mascara. I just think it's a great formula and it's clean. It's a clean brand, so it's not gonna irritate my eyes. I just think it gives the most natural, fluffiest, separated, lengthening eyelashes, and it's just so beautiful. No clumps, no flakes, it's so good. Good amount of volume and lengthening, which I like. Gives you kind of a little bit of best of both worlds. My skin is looking so smooth. It's looking great. All right. Finally, let's move on to some lip products. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. This is going to be a great everyday lip gloss. Definitely feels very hydrating. I picked up another Huda Beauty lip liner. I purchased one in one of Sephora's sales not too long ago, and I absolutely loved it. I got it in pinky brown. I love the formula. I love the wear power, and I love that it is a twist up. I do not have to sharpen it. Love that. So I picked up another one, and this color is Rusty Pink. I think I do like these better than my Charlotte Tilbury. I think they both have great wear power, but this one's definitely a lot more creamy, and I love that it's a twist up. And I love that it has a little sharpener on the end, which makes it nice, so when it isn't pointy anymore, you just pop that bad boy on, make it pointy again, and it's great. So let's try this out. Gosh, it's so creamy. This is probably not going to work with this look, but I just want to show you guys this. Definitely a lot more vivid pink, but it is so pretty. That's really pretty, but I definitely want to go for more of like a brownie nude. But the two lip products I have here are pretty pigmented and bright, so let's try those out for you guys. Got my hands on one of the new Maybelline Super Stay Teddy Tints. Got this in the shade Petal Core. Petal Core? I don't know. And then I also picked up from Walmart the brand Perfusion's Lip Glaze Hydrating Lip Stain and Lychee Glaze. I thought this looked really cool. It's a new product by them. Hydrating lip stain, and this is a lip stain also. Let's just check them both out. The packaging for the Perfusion, wow, that's very interesting. It's not squishy at the top, so it's kind of a faux effect, but let's see what the applicator's like. Oh, okay, so it's a cute little dofa. Let's swatch it on my hand. Okay. That's really pretty color. I just want to swatch both of these before I apply one on the lips, just because it is a lip stain, so it's definitely gonna, which the Huda Beauty lip liner is still kind of on my lips because it has really good wear power. And then let's see this Teddy Tint. Let's see what kind of applicator this is. Oh, okay. Cute little dofa. Okay. All right, so definitely a brighter shade. Has a little more of a drier formula, not as creamy and glossy as the Perfusion. Gonna let it sit there on my hands for a little and let it stain. This is such an affordable brand at Walmart. I also love their Blush Hour liquid blushes. Are a great formula and they're super affordable. I love these. These are so good. I think it's one of those underrated brands. They do also have eyeshadow palettes, and I bought some in the past, and they're really, really good quality. All right, let's see if we can wipe these away. Obviously, this one was on longer, so it stained a little better, but this one didn't have as much time to set. Should I do side by side? I kind of want to do that. Let's do the Maybelline one first. Definitely has like a soft matte feeling. It's a little patchy going on, but it's easy to work with. Yeah, it's a little patchy, but obviously I'm just putting it on one half of my lip, so it's a little more challenging, but let's try the Profusion one. So it definitely feels a lot more hydrating. Definitely prefer this color over the Vivid Pink one. So Profusion one has more of a glossy finish, whereas the Maybelline has a more matte. I like both finishes, and we're gonna wipe them away. And then I'll just do a normal lip after this. If you can see, I still have my Christmas tint still in. I gotta put my silver and gold for New Year's in and curl my hair. But I do want to talk about one product while those are sitting on the lips. I got my hands on a new perfume. You probably know what this is. Yes. It's the Glossier You perfume. Let me tell you about this. A couple months ago, I think it was like over the summer, I was looking for like a very fresh, clean girl scent. This was like all over social media. I tried it on the store, and my first smell of it was like, okay, it's okay. It's not exactly what I was looking for. And then I tried on so many perfumes that day. I went home and I was just like, couldn't tell what was on my wrist, but I kept smelling myself and I kept smelling my wrist. I was like, wow. Which one was it? I couldn't remember. I tried on way too many. I was like, that smells amazing. Flash forward to now, I wanted to give it one more shot because I was like, I couldn't remember all the perfumes I tried that day, but I know I did try this one. So what I did was I sprayed it on my wrist and I went home, just this one alone. And as the scent lingered on my skin, the more and more time went on, the more and more beautiful it got, and I became obsessed with it. So like the first spray in the air or the first time you smell it, it's kind of like, oh, okay. But on my skin, it just transformed into this beautiful, clean smell, and it gives me like nostalgia for something in the past. I don't know. But I'm obsessed with this, and I like that it's not like an overpowering perfume. I can wear this every day, 1 or 2 spritz. And it lingers so beautifully on the skin. I think it definitely is a perfume that you need to wear on the skin for a couple hours before you definitely know if you like it or not. Don't base it off like your first like spray or whiff. I am obsessed with this. Like again, when you spray, it's very peppery, right? It's very spicy, peppery. But as it lingers and sinks onto the skin, I cannot tell you enough that it just melts with your scent and is so beautiful. Give it a try. And I recommend going to Sephora, spraying on your wrist, going home, letting it linger, and then see how you feel about it. But I love it. And it's my clean girl everyday scent. All right, well, let's take off these lip tints. Oh, okay. So the Maybelline one, actually, it's patchy, but it stays. The gloss stayed pretty good on this one. Okay. Interesting. So the Profusion one gave a better stain, where the Maybelline one, it's a little patchy. Like, I feel like it did not stain. You guys feel like it stained? It's hard to tell. Maybe a little bit, but I think the Profusion one is actually better. So I'm actually just going to use the Profusion one all over my lips, even it out. I actually like the skinny little applicator because you can be really precise with it. It's actually a really, really pretty color. I think I prefer the Profusion one over the Maybelline one. I mean, if you're looking for like a matte finish, I think if I applied this all over my lips, it'd be really pretty, but this is more of like a summertime color for me, so maybe I'll try a like more neutral shade and see if I like it more. But I definitely like the matte finish, but if you're more like a glossy finish and want like a deeper stain, I really like the Profusion one for that reason. Alright guys, just got a little crazy with the lip tint. I always do that. I end up staining my lips, and then final lip product never looks that great. But covered with some concealer, but I want to try out, I showed this in my last video. This is Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao. I think you can use this for eyes or lips. So it's definitely a real true brown, but I want to pair it with like a pinky nude in the middle and see what kind of effect we can get. So let's try it out. I am just not great at lining my lips. Alright, and let's go in with Rare Beauty lipstick in Humble. It's a matte lipstick. Just fix some of the lines. I'm just so messy with lip liner. The thing with some of these lip liners that are so creamy, it makes it hard for me. I think it needs a little bit of brightness in the center. Let's take a dab of concealer. Pretty. I'm gonna put this gloss over top of it. Pretty. Not the best at lip combos. So if you know of anyone who has really good lip combos on their channel or anything, please let me know. I'd love to learn and get better at it. Alright guys, so that is a completed makeup look. Probably will be doing this for New Year's Eve. Might just amp it up a little bit, maybe putting on some lashes and a little bit more eyeliner, but this was a good run. Love the skin, love the full coverage, love the smoothness, and you can see I have some glow coming through, so sometimes I take some finishing powders from this Hourglass palette and just mattify after the setting spray. That's what I was telling you, like that setting spray can sometimes make me a little too glowy, and I just like to matte my T-zone areas and just really carve and smooth everything out. And boom. I am gonna probably curl my hair and change out my Christmas tinsel to some silver and gold, and then I will be good to go. Okay guys, I'm back. So I ended up changing the lip out. I wasn't thrilled, still not thrilled about the lip. I just don't have that many lip products to give me that beigey light pink nude, and I was finding that that brown, it's not great on the lips. It's a little too slippy, blends out too much, doesn't stay put, so I would just keep this for the eyes. I ended up going in with, this is Brown by NYX. I still had some of that stain left over, and then I went in with Fenty Sweet Mouth Lip Gloss. Not exactly what I wanted, but I do like this a little bit more. Curled my hair, put in my gold and silver tinsel. Fun for New Year's. Pretty much liked all the makeup I tried out. There were some makeup products that I don't know if I'm gonna love. This, I feel like I just need a different shade and to try it out fully on its own. But I was impressed with the Profusion one. Very impressed with that. Obsessed with these. I mean, stunning. Love this. Obsessed with it. Love this perfume. Also really enjoyed this lip oil. I wish there was a little more color payout for this one for as dark as the tube looks, but I really enjoy this. It smells nice. It feels really nice on the lips. And this brush is amazing. I love this. I'm really excited to have this in my brush collection. So yeah, it wasn't too many new stuff. Really want to keep using the makeup that I already have, so stay tuned. I'll probably do in the next couple weeks some shop my stash, because I have a really good makeup collection now and I just need to keep using what I already have, and I need to just slow down and be like, let me do a few videos with the makeup I already own, because they're such good products and it's really hard and overwhelming. There's like new products coming out weekly. It's like, whoa, and I want to try everything because I have a problem, but I need to remember I have such good stuff on hand. And I'm gonna redo my beauty setup. I said once I hit 1,000 subscribers that I would, you know, spend a little money and vamp this up. This desk I have is so old, there's not a lot of storage, so I'm excited for that. Might do a video on showing you me redoing this, but some exciting stuff in the future. So if you like beauty videos, make sure to hit subscribe, and thank you to all my subscribers out there for getting me to 1K. It means so much to me, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, and this year I've been so thankful for you guys, and I just love doing this. It just brings me so much joy and happiness, and again, I have you guys to thank you for that. And I hope you had a good 2024, and I'll see you in 2025. Excited for another year and some big stuff coming up. So thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!